There we go for CrunCher. Lots of money on the line, not only for the grand final here in winter, but of course if you attend the World Championship, that is guaranteed money as well. So maybe that is the extra motivation. You don't want to fall so close to the finish line as a two-time finalist here. And KiWiKaKi, what does he have prepared? So far, so standard.
Yeah, this will probably be what he tends to go for throughout the series. We have seen him go for farcier grunts to open up on maps like Conceal Hill, but of course this time around that is banned, so he's going to stick with the Headhunters. Very strong on Autumn Leaves, and we'll see what CrunCher goes for. A lot of humans, of course, skipping that tower recently, going for the 4-footman into defend very, very early, and that's only been recently sort of theorized and figured out by the humans. So is CrunCher aware? Is he going to go for that super early defend, or is he going to do something different? He's gone for, you know, weird fast expansions. He's gone for very aggressive level 3 Archmage creep routes against Kiwi before. So for both players, it's going to be a question mark.
Okay, let's put some exclamation marks instead. Archmage opening, of course, there's no way CrunCher is playing anything else, I guess. Second hero, a little bit more questionable. Zoom will reset, sorry guys. Where's the creep route? Where's the aggression? How far can he take this? Wolf summoned immediately. Let's go over. Not a single creep spot, just early game aggression here.
Yeah, looking like a fairly standard game so far. This is what we'd expect from all the top level games currently. The Archmage going to find a circlet. Farseer soon going to find the Archmage. And that's where the real game starts. How much can this harass get done? How much delaying of that level 2 of that Brilliance Aura can Kiwi do? For now, CrunCher just going to look to trade until there is a couple of Headhunters here. And the Footmen switch off, but both players playing it very safe with their heroes.
So, and also, CrunCher going for the first deny of the game, so the Water Elemental low, and denied this experience for the Farseer. Kiwi is in the base, and CrunCher did not go for a tower. So is this free experience for CrunCher? Is this the Echo disrupted? No experience, as the Wolves were resummoned. CrunCher is teching and has still 35 lumber, so for both players everything seems to be okay. Maybe Kiwi was hoping for a little bit more.
Yeah, Kiwi's first Headhunter seemed a little bit late. I could be wrong on that, but at least his first one's now here. His second one is on the way across the map. That tower that was missing is now coming up for CrunCher. CrunCher's repairing his barracks. Yeah, got to keep that topped off on health. You never know when you're going to lose that one suddenly, but at least the Footmen are very healthy as well.
So far, not getting anything, and it's going for the Blacksmith in the back. I wonder, it's nighttime. Can Kiwi see it? Does he expect it?
Yeah, CrunCher, you know, has played casters before against Kiwi with good success. The rifles, maybe the inner fire rifles, could be what he's looking to do now. I think we're definitely going to get a good idea for both how these players want to play after game one. And rifles are definitely very strong. If you can get them in the mid game and go for a second hero, maybe from the Tavern, the Panda, or something like that, you can go for the Lab and the Mercenary Camp in the mid game. So with the rifles, maybe that's what CrunCher's looking to do.
But this is a very, very low XP game so far. We're approaching across the 4-minute mark, and not a single level 2 here. And that's always good for the Orc, right? Because the human has to summon the Water Elementals to defend Farseer Headhunters and Wolves. And if he's not level 2, he doesn't have Brilliance, so he doesn't have free mana regen. That slows him down in the mid game, while Kiwi plays everything pretty safe. Didn't even lose too much HP on these Headhunters. Can fall back if he wants to, starts creeping, get level 2, get level 3, hire Wolf, second hero, and then go for the aggression later on.
Yeah, and Kiwi's only fed one Wolf so far, so that's not going to be very close to level 2 for that Archmage. The Footmen are being chased, and the Headhunters are going around the outside. Ooh, this could be a lot of damage. This could be, in fact, maybe 2-3 waves of attacks. This could be a couple of Footmen getting down to red HP. One is at least going to fall. That's a nice little flank attack from Kiwi. He's going to find first blood. Deny from his friend. Nice deny, but still the damage is significant.
What kind of friend kills you?
Oh, you know, we're friends.
Okay.
A little dark joke from the Canadian here today.
Scary. You're supposed to be super nice and sweet, dude. What the hell?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Sorry, sir.
Kiwi does get a kill. Does get a second kill, probably. Yep, stops micing there, and this one was not denied. Finds the headhunters in the middle, found level 2 as well. Now it's 6 headhunters versus 1 rifle and an archmage, plus a circlet, as the Farseer is still causing trouble in the main, killing yet another footman, and with yet another deny.
Yeah, so that's 2 out of 3 footmen denied, but still 3 kills from Kiwis. Very significant. Now, if there was defend, which there of course isn't, it wouldn't have any impact, and that means 6 headhunters isn't an overcommitment. Oh, in fact, it's 7 headhunters and the Shadow Hunter and the Torn Totem, tier 3 tech from Kiwi. So this is the style that he's going to choose to play. And CrunCher, his army is just so small right now. Once there's Hex on the field, CrunCher's not going to be able to go across the map at all.
Opting for a Mountain King second, no Tavern Hero. And now creeping the natural. He needs levels ASAP. And maybe the militia, you know, that's what gets him there. Accelerate a bit, use the mana, but Ensnares are coming as well as KiWiKaKi.
Oh yeah, 3 rifles. The Stormbolt could equalize some of the losses taken in the early game from CrunCher, but there's Hex now. Yeah, the first Hex goes on that rifle. No Priest out to mitigate some of that damage. The Stormbolt, the Militia, still have about 5 seconds of duration. Each of these bad boys is pretty much a footman until they turn into the measly peasants again. Second Stormbolt could find a second Headhunter. Focus fire on the Mountain King. That's ambitious, but maybe with a surround he could land it.
A little bit too late. Gets out to the right-hand side. Rifle numbers are rising, but here's more Hex. That's 1 kill. Wolves are taking over as it seems, and it's a wild brawl in the middle. Kind of crazy to see that Kiwi opened this fight with 40 experience shared on both heroes, but that just shows how great of a job CrunCher did. TP was passed, doesn't want to stay in here anymore, and the number of headhunters have been drastically reduced.
Yeah, I believe that was 2 rifles for 4 headhunters, if I'm not mistaken. So a pretty decent trade for CrunCher, although the town portal also does cost a little bit. But still, I think CrunCher's happy with that trade. So often, maybe we see the human player just lose everything there against the Hex. So he's probably pretty happy with that. Now there is the first Spirit Walker that helps not only mitigate some of the damage, but also with the creeping, the magic damage is very good against these middle camps. And we'll see if Kiwi's able to get it, because CrunCher's going to take his own, but much quicker.
We're sharing the middle, indeed. No level 3 yet, that changes now. Level 2. Is it Bash? Is it the Clap? That's the question. Good items on the Mountain King already. Healthstone also not too shabby. Lion Horn of Stormwind paired with Spirit Link. That's a great synergy.
Yeah, it's awesome. I mean, you were just talking earlier about how that's so good for every race, every matchup currently. It's no different, of course, here. Kiwi's going to be happy about that. Also going to be happy this Tier 3 is done. Did forget about the shop, but maybe it wasn't forgotten about. It's like the Neutron Hunter's Hall, you know? It's never actually forgotten about.
Yeah, never. We'll interview him probably 100 more times in my life, and he will always say the Hunter's Hall arrives whenever it's needed, just like Gandalf.
Absolutely. And here comes Gandalf across the map looking to take away the expansion. Maybe, but that Mountain King would also love to get level 3. 1 more kill, actually, the Mountain King will be level 3. Could be a nice timing from CrunCher with that mana potion as well.
Headhunters are about to be berserkers. Shadowhunter a little out of position. Ooh, he wants that killed so bad. A little extra XP here. Spirit Link applied as well. He's trying his absolute best to prevent this level 3, but in the end he can't. But there's the spell. Another Stormbolt to the face of a Spirit Walker. Has to use that heal wave immediately. Peons are fighting Priest in the back.
Oh yeah, nice peon positioning from Kiwi. So important. They can kind of make your units a little bit fumbly, but if you get them to the back of your opponent's army, that's where they find a lot of impact. The Priest, very, very low. The Rifle, very, very low. So only 1 loss there in total, but also a big loss to the mana for both sides. The Shadowhunter has to clarity up. The Torn Chieftain is almost out. That may shift the tides of this fight. There's no clap, which I'm a little bit surprised by, honestly.
The militia coming in as well. Will we see towers here? No ivories, if I see this correctly. Nope. But a mana potion, the heal potion. There we go. Comes in with the shop. That's a well-supported fight. Kiwi is tier 3. Did CrunCher hit the timing, or will the tier 3 Orc prevail?
Oh, Stormbolt. There's soon going to be a Stomp the Mountain King. Trying to get out of range. Still has the Healthstone, though. Doesn't have to be too careful right now. A mana potion used to get more heal wave in. That Walker has lived for so long. That was nice from Kiwi to save it earlier. The Torn Chieftain, can he be saved? Uses the second Stomp. No aura yet. 1 rifle falls to the back. Hard to tell who's winning the fight. Can the shop help out CrunCher now that it's up.
Oh, he needs mana. He has one more Stormbolt. Oh, is he ending up on the Shadow Hunter? Here comes a bash. TC buys a little bit of time, needs another Storm, doesn't have the mana. Shop is ready, as you said. Mana potion, heal potion. This is CrunCher taking over, I guess. Pulling a bit back to reposition. The peons coming in for the block. Might have to use the potion. It's on cooldown, 9 seconds. Wolves are still a great addition to this army. Doesn't want to go for the Dispel. And okay, apparently this is still everybody's game to take.
Yeah, CrunCher continue to press forward. It's worth noting that if CrunCher does not commit to this fight, does not end the game here, he's going to be down a full tech, and the supplies are still close to even. Still 9 supply advantage for CrunCher, though, because of that tech differential. Mountain King trying to heal up. He has to spam those potions. There is one more stomp, maybe could be used on the rifles, but now the Torn Chieftain's the focus fire. Heal Wave comes in. Can he be saved at the back? He will be. Nice micro from Kiwi, but everything's starting to drop low for the Canadians.
Sending him back in. Exactly 2 hitters about to fall. This brave peasant still putting his pickaxe into the trolls. And this is another kill. Every Stormbolt seems to be a kill here. Kiwi is running out of steam, goes in with a TC. Who has another potion to keep him alive. Priests are all out of mana. Did Kiwi weather the storm? Always close to the shop, always regenning up, always reproducing units. But how does he break this hold?
Yeah, CrunCher's been really saving his Stormbolts. He could have used it on the Berserker there that was totally out of position, but he saves it probably for the Torn Chieftain when he comes back in, because he's clearing up, he's going to have another Stomp. But no, he's going to use it aggressively on the Berserker. One's going to fall. No real way for Kiwi to save those units. Can he find, oh, the split from the rifles right when the Stomp is about to come in. Now it just lands on a single rifle, and the Mountain King, the Stormbolt might find it last as Torn Chief to kill. There's always a heal wave.
There is, but for how much longer? When are the mana potions running out? When are the clarities running out? When is the TC running in too deep? Feels like he always has trouble getting him out of the group initially. Decent split against a possible clap, but we know there is no clap, just Stormbolts, and that goes to the big cow, and that one's dead.
Sustain is just too good, it seems like, for CrunCher. The Brilliance Aura, the priests that are pretty much out of mana the whole time, that just shows how much healing they've done. The Sustain is too good. The Town Portal probably going to be forced. If not, the Farseer goes down. It's looking like a 1-0. GG is called, and it is 1-0 for CrunCher.
Just like that. Maybe a lack of experience on the heroes here, key to victory. The game ended on 2-1 heroes for KiWiKaKi.
Yeah, and I thought there was looking good. He was getting attacked into his own main home turf advantage. He had the tier 3 up, he got the TC. I thought maybe we're going to see Torren, but didn't quite see them. Not sure how good they were going to be in that case. But, you know, I was wondering what kind of strategies CrunCher going to play. Is he up to a date? Is he up to the meta? And he goes with, like, the most brute force head through the wall strat possible. Just rifle push across the map with some peasants, build a shop, and just try to kill one unit after the next. I think Kiwi could have definitely micro that a bit better. But actually, CrunCher managed that very well, I thought. And was able to, claw it out there in a pretty extended push.
Pretty impressed with Kiwi though still. It was not one-sided. This was very well pushed, was very well distracted. Don't let the human unfold. He just barely wasn't ready for this push that hit his base. He will probably know how to fix it. And now the question is he gonna be stubborn and play the same build over and over? Or does he have more tricks?
Yeah, I think the strat for CrunCher seems like there is some weaknesses to it that Kiwi could exploit, because this really is the simplest possible way for CrunCher to play. Just build rifles, try to not lose too much in the early game, and then just get level 3 Mountain King and just run across the map. It's the classic, honestly, Mr. Winner strat. Just rifle caster, level 3 Mountain King, and just push into your opponent's base, very much simplifying the strategical side of things, and just bring it down to only mechanics, which is kind of the game CrunCher wants to play here.
Mr. Winner is a damn legend and one of the best chicken dancers on the entire planet. So if you want to have a role model, why not him? We continue with our semifinal. In this best of 5, CrunCher has the 1-0 lead. And now, can he make it 2-0? Can he get 3 match points? Or will we have another 1-1 as we did in Hitman versus Insub? Tidehunters will pave the way. we go, Carson. We have arrived. KiWiKaKi upper left-hand side in the yellow, and CrunCher in the red, bottom right.
Yeah, I wonder if we'll see anything different from CrunCher this time. The rifle caster, will he continue with that? Because it is a timing-based strategy. If you're going for rifle caster against what you know to be a tier 3 tech from Kiwi, you kind of have to push eventually. Whereas if you go for 2 Sanctum, you can go for an expansion, you can stay on tier 2, and you can actually combat that tier 3 tech orc army with just mass sorceresses, priests, breakers, all those good units. So we'll see if CrunCher continues to play this really, really basic, simple, aggressive style that relies just on micro.
Would you think that CrunCher is offended if you call his WarCraft basic and simple?
I will. I'll say it right to his face. If not in
Okay.
an interview, I'll say it to him after. At what he's lost, I'll message him.
Oh my
that was
God.
pretty basic.
Dude, you're so simple.
Yep.
It's Farseer Headhunters once again for Kiwi. And on this map, the rush distance between the two bases is pretty okay. And you can set up towers in a way as well, that they are kind of protected, hard to reach. Wouldn't be surprised if CrunCher's just playing the same thing. Is he skipping the tower again?
Players' forces are under attack.
Yeah, one thing he's doing slightly differently as well that you can't really do on Autumn Leaves is he's going to go for a fast level 3 creep route with the Footman pole. He's going to
Whoa.
get easy level 2, a nice item, and then what do you know, he's got a couple of greens and an orange camp close by to his base. So this is going to be a very fast level 3 Archmage, a big difference from last game. Last game he was very defensive and he took some Footman losses, but he's going to at least have the experience to make up for it this game.
That's really risky though. Kiwi is rushing over, probably knew about this. He told us before. Can he get the last hit? That would be massive. No. Archmage gets it. Scourge Bone Chimes as well. Helpful for the Footman and the Peasant at this stage of the game. And big level 2. Kiwi barely did any damage here.
Yeah, what was it? 1 peasant and maybe a second. It might not even be a second peasant, Neo. That's all he gets. Gets 1 peasant. CrunCher, yes, 1 footman is a little bit bruised, but everything else is quite healthy. And now he's got the bone chimes. He's even going to clean up the remainder of the creep camp. Yeah, this is very good early so far for CrunCher. But Kiwi's going into the main base. He might be able to find that footman and a couple more peasants.
And he didn't even get the experience here. Can he grab that now? There's again no tower. It's so greedy in the early stages, and this time he can't prevent level 2, so I wonder what can Kiwi accomplish here.
Oh, he's going to accomplish at least 1 more peasant, but he's going to feed a wolf, and, you know, CrunCher's trying to get level 3, so he wants every bit of experience he can get. In fact, feeds 2 wolves. That's 40 experience in the pool of the Archmage now. And Kiwi, 2 peasants have gone down, 1 only gives experience. There's still 1 footman, which could be killed by the Farseer, but CrunCher's all hands on deck with the defense right now.
And this Footman trying to chase, but Kiwi swap position here, so the healthy Headhunter can always block for his friend. And that would then be a really friendly move. That's what I expect from a friend, not throw a spear at him and kill him off.
You got a friend in me. This is Toy Story number 7 we're watching right now.
I didn't watch number 4. I think 3 was perfect, so 4 doesn't exist for me.
I'm all about trilogies. I like me some trilogies. Keep it at that. Unless it's The Matrix, in which case, just leave it at the 1 movie.
There's
But
obviously...
you probably know a lot about that.
There's only one. There's only one. But...
Players' forces are under attack.
Oh, he finally gets the Footman. And that's a couple of experience here, 65. You can grab the wolves pretty easy if you want to. That might be his level 2 and then operate with Chain Lightning. He needs to have faster levels than before.
Yeah, for sure. He needs to get that chain for the harass eventually on the Mountain King, I imagine, at tier 2. You need to slow down that level 3 because you need to buy time for your tier 3 tech if we do have a mirrored game that we saw from last as well, the same strategies. He needs that chain lightning to harass as much as possible. The Archmage is going to scrape by level 3, and you know, if he hadn't gotten those wolf kills, CrunCher, this wouldn't have been such an easy level 3, but now he's got it on time, maybe to go across the map and cancel some tier 2.
On the opposite side, there was another kill in CrunCher's economy, and looking at his lumber, he's only at 170, so he can't build Sanctum and second tier at the same time, which might slow everything down.
Yeah, he might be looking to get a Tavern Hero this time, in which case that'd be even more expensive on the lumber side of things. But there's, of course, no Blacksmith, and he's getting the improved lumber harvesting right now. So we'll eventually see 2 Sanctums, but is this going to be a Panda? Yeah, there's the Panda. And there's at least lumber for 1 Sanctum, but this is going to be a lot of pressure Kiwi has to hold right now.
CrunCher is inviting to a barbecue. Let's get some grilled trolls here. And Kiwi is already on the defensive. The Shadow Hunter will help out, but wait, we don't have a shop.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, he's got to get it precisely what he needs to, though, Neo. Don't worry.
I'm not too sure. He's doing his best with heal wave first, but this is not why you want a Shadow Hunter.
Yeah, exactly. You want it for the Hex to deal with those footmen easily. The heal wave, not going to be that useful unless it, it does save a couple of headhunters, but that's already 2 going down. Kiwi did this very smart, though. He didn't go into the back of his base, in which case you get cornered behind the mine and you lose everything. He's going to run around and then just let his burrows do the work if CrunCher wants to go into the main base. Very nicely done. He still takes some losses, but this might be the end of his losses for now.
Okay, and the tier 3 is coming again. 2 and 1 heroes, 38 supply. CrunCher isn't too high in the supply department either. Never went for defend, if I saw this correctly. Nope, never had the lumber for it. And that makes it a lot easier to hold this with headhunter reinforcements with the heal wave. But why would you go for a shop? There we go.
Yeah, he must have just maybe forgotten about it. There's, constant micro going on when you go for the aggressive level 1 Farseer play, so it's sometimes easy to forget these sorts of things, I suppose. But CrunCher, he doesn't have a ton left. 1 Breath of Fire not going to be that impactful, especially with, I imagine, Troll Regen is online, so CrunCher's going to have to back away. Oh, Wolf Block, going to find another Footman. CrunCher did lose all of his Footmen last game as well, though. It didn't make that big of a difference, and he's finally got Priests on the way as well.
Whew. Double Sanctum up in CrunCher's base. 33 supply only, man. That's absolutely ridiculous. This might be momentum for KiWiKaKi. Finally getting a level 3 hero in this series. Wouldn't mind to have a level 2 Shadow Hunter either. And of course waiting for the tier 3, for the walkers, for the upgrades. And some regen.
Yeah, it's going to be nice. Kiwi could go with this momentum and also take away the marketplace. That would be nice, and he can get those level 2 wolves online, and CrunCher most likely going to be looking to get an expansion up. But I'm kind of looking at this right now. I'm wondering, CrunCher's going to want a tier 2 expand. When is he going to find the timing? If not right now, if he does it any later, he's going to be running into a tier 3 timing from Kiwi that's just going to push down the expansion. He's going to call Militia now to go for it. This is probably as good of a time as he's going to get, but still, the army for Kiwi is looking a lot stronger than CrunCher's currently.
Heal Scroll, Invo Potion. Heal Scroll synergizes super well with Spirit Link, of course. Everything gets damaged at the same amount, or pretty much the same amount. Then you heal everything up for the same amount, and then everything is completely green again. As it should be. So CrunCher's trying to distract, trying to buy time for this expansion. Kiwi is waiting for his tier 3 upgrades, and yet both are willing to brawl. Oh, massive detonate!
Yeah, and one more breath could find that walker. The heal scroll used. The footmen are getting quite low. The hex used on the priest. There is a depth, but not used on time, and Kiwi is pressing forward. CrunCher maybe a little bit timid to go for the expansion. He's got the resources to do so, but right now Kiwi's about to just run in there and cancel it if CrunCher does go for it. He's got to ballsily go for it, but this could be tough. Kiwi could just run at that expansion now.
How is this panda not getting off the ground? By the way, when I say detonate, I of course mean a dispel, and that is a cancel expansion. That is so much time for Kiwi, who has 270 gold. Not yet willing to go for a tiny Great Hall, I guess, but it's gonna be really hard to push if he decides to go for one.
Yeah. It is kind of a weird position for Kiwi. What do? Do you wait for that TC and then get another heal scroll and go for one big push? Similar to what we might see in like an instep against Hitman, going for that push against the Tiny Great Hall? Or do you counter expand yourself and leave yourself susceptible to maybe a Panda level 3 running at your expansion now? It's a weird position to be in, but we know at least on the side of CrunCher, he's just going to be looking to probably creep this Panda up for the time being.
WarCraft 3, a very complex game, lots of opportunities for the players. Do you go left, right, top, down? What units do you go for? When do you push? When do you stay defensively? He needs level 3 Shadow Hunter. He got that fixed, so he can solo creep the TC, as you said. Peons are already moving over, and yeah, that's a tiny Great Hall. How is CrunCher supposed to push this with breakers and a couple of casters? I don't see a way, but maybe he doesn't have to because it's going to be 2-base, 2-base.
Yeah, 2-base, and you know, people might be asking themselves, well, isn't Kiwi tier 3 against tier 2? Yes, but mass casters with a high-level panda, you can make it work. The breakers are very good against this orc army. You can kite with slow, and if you have enough slow with the Brilliance Aura, you can actually make a tier 2 army work against tier 3 in this matchup, and against Night Elf even as well. So it's possible for CrunCher. It takes a lot of micro, but he doesn't necessarily have to equalize the tech.
We got Torrents, Carson. Looking so much for fun indeed. Very low on consumables
as well. That's nice. Yeah, another one of Mesa. That's just the bane of these players today, isn't it? No good consumables. Only Hitman gets the nice consumables.
Oh, of course. He deserved it by grinding so much.
True. You gotta get lucky sometimes, I suppose.
Double mana potion on the Archmage. More and more creeping. Berserk activated. And where do we go? We go Sorceress Adept, I guess just for the bigger mana pool and some sweet invis plays. But in a straight up fight, obviously, Kiwi is gonna crush him.
Yeah. And he's got good upgrades as well. He's already got 2-0 for the Berserkers, which is impressive because he invests so much lumber into these things. Into the Tiny, he pulls his lumber peons off. Oh no, is he losing? Is that, okay, he hasn't lost it. I thought I saw 2 peon corpses at the expansion from that footman, but those are just creeps. No need to panic, those are just creeps. But yeah, he's been able to get nice upgrades, despite spending so much lumber on everything else.
Carson sees dead peons. You should,
Panicking.
Panicking, yeah. Therapy maybe next week after DreamHack is done. Scroll of the Beast, not really that useful with all the casters, and Kiwi, is he ready? He got pulverized, but not a single torrent yet. But 3 heroes. Let's see how much of a difference that makes compared to game number 1, where CrunCher was taking that fight slowly but steadily. It will potion now. We got mana potions as well. Orb is ready. TC at 50%. Needs some more healing. That's totally fine because the Shadow Hunter can heal until the end of days. Headhunters, weird positioning. Diving for these casters, and there's Invis coming in now.
Oh, the Invis juggling saves the Sorks for the time being. I thought CrunCher had to TP out, but now Kiwi might be overextending with some of these Berserkers. That was a decent haze, slowing down some of the DPS. But yeah, now CrunCher's going to town portal out. The first Tauren comes in. That was a great beginning of the engagement for Kiwi. He stomped the Panda after the haze and then dispelled the haze before the Panda got out of the stun. Very clutch micro from Kiwi at the beginning there.
Orc army with a little bit of a group hug to get that slow off of them. Shop up at the expansion. That one's done. Regen coming. And he's straight up pushing again, but the supply lead is clearly in favor of Kiwi. And the shop control as well. Heal scroll for him, so important. Trying to get rid of that healing by Wand of the Wind. Nuking that TC. But there's an Invo Potion. That's not gonna work. And now the first Torrent is in.
Yeah, the double heal scroll as well. The Pulverize is going to be insanely good against the Breakers, so that's where the kiting has to come into play. But CrunCher lost so many sorceresses before. He doesn't have enough slow, and the Purge, also that orb on the Shadow Hunter. When you don't have Raiders, how do you lock down Breakers? Of course, with the orb. Speed scroll in. The Kiwi is being very aggressive, and why wouldn't he be? This is 68 against 59 and a tech advantage.
Wonderful block. Spirit Walker's mana looks decent. Not too much of them. Breath of Fire again, but countered by a Chain Lightning. Good damage on both sides. And the Purges against the Breakers, that's not what they're used to. Getting immobilized like there. And the Pulverize could wreck these Breakers.
Yeah, that orb is finding so many kills right now. There's no peasants. Okay, there's maybe 5 to be called for militia. That might be wise for CrunCher to call them because he needs all hands on deck. He's going to continue to try to kite. The Panda still has some mana. And Kiwi actually is the one soon to run out of mana. He's got 1 heal scroll left, no heal waves. Could he be overextending here?
Oh man, if CrunCher holds this, it's gonna be magnificent. Level 4 on the Farseer gives him a little bit more purges. Oh, triple kill on the Panda! No way he does it again. Breaker falling once more. The Torrent, number 1, is dead, but denied. No experience here, would have been level 4, and he's resurrecting them now.
Oh, the walkers get breath, though. You can only resurrect them as long as those walkers are up and standing. Okay, Kiwi's starting to break through. He's starting to kill the wall of breakers. The casters have to back away. This fight got a little bit kerfuffled when CrunCher went in to get a mana potion from the shop, and now Kiwi's getting some kills in return. This is 45 against 66, and the Purge is going to secure a kill, and GG. We got a 1-1 series again.
KiWiKaKi with the Torrent. That must make Mr. Remo Demo very happy.
Yeah, very cool. With his own style, with the torrents working out nicely right there. CrunCher kind of suffering from that early game. The low lumber for him was a problem. The Panda plus caster also seems to be a bit out of fashion, a little bit outdated. We have seen more updated builds by Chimiko, for example, but he tries his own style. I would love to see him just rush tier 3 on one base. That's probably something he hasn't seen before, maybe. But Kiwi, he always goes tier 3. He will play Fortress Tech every single time. And in that case, the human has the time to go tier 3 themselves. But I guess you gotta see it first to believe it. And CrunCher is instead gonna play it with his own style. I feel like the rifles suit him more, the way he likes to keep on battling. Because with the breakers, it really takes a time to truly come online. You want to have some pana levels, you want to have some items, and you need a big breaker front line. I would say rifles look better on him.
Well, then let's give these guys a little bit of time to reevaluate everything before we go into the next, hopefully, 3 maps in the last semi-final of the Americas region. 12-hour 30 session here on Semifinal Saturday. Hells yeah, we are ending DreamHack with a bang on the second last day of the European and Americas region. 1-1. The sky is toward, the score's tied. Oh God. In KiWiKaKi versus CrunCher.
As Abe Lincoln would say, some weariness has bittered our bones, but we're still very excited for these games. Equiles, our next map, if there's a map to play Fast Expo on, it would be this one. That is something that has been shown before, and one of the reasons why orcs usually veto this map. Kiwi didn't, though. Is CrunCher that kind of player? From the previous maps, it wouldn't necessarily look like it with how aggressively he's been playing, but it certainly is an option.
Yeah, I think it's not something I've seen too often from CrunCher. It's something that he's aware exists, but he has just sort of played Rifle Caster with a Tier 2 expansion, like a later Tier 2 expansion. We've seen very late game games, him and versus Hitman on this map before, but he's normally played it pretty standard, even though it could be a good Fast Expo map. Worth noting as well that we're going to get now Shallow Grave in this series, which is going to be the decider, or it's going to be match point for one of these two players. So we'll finally get to see Shallow Grave, which I don't think I've seen in this matchup yet, actually.
Me neither, if I'm remembering this correctly. We've seen it a lot with Night Elves. They were the go-to guys to play it here. We had Human versus Undead in CrunCher versus Insub. But Human Orc? No, I don't think I've seen it. The agents are just vetoing it every single time.
Right, yeah. Is it on NetEase yet? I suppose is it on NetEase ladder? I guess I should ask yet.
Nope.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense then.
Take some time to
Yeah.
travel from the western scene over through the big firewall.
We sent a delivery pigeon. It hasn't gotten there yet. Soon, though. It's got a USB stick between its feathers, It's gonna land in Shanghai.
Probably gonna be intercepted in the middle, but let's hope for the best. Maybe for the final weekend we're gonna get it, as well as our third map that we're getting here. CrunCher in a position where he hasn't been in a long time, losing a map to someone else than Hitman. Wonder if this affects him now, that makes him think, or if the break was benefiting him because he can reevaluate everything, adjust to Kiwi's strategy because Kiwi ain't changing a thing. Tier 3 and even Tauren. Let's go. Who's claiming match points? So, is Kiwi doing the same thing again? Or is halfway in the series the time to switch it up?
Yeah, I don't know. It's not necessarily not working for Kiwi. Even in game 1, he had a good shot. He got some nice unit kills, and then CrunCher just sort of won the mechanical battle in the main base of Kiwi. But definitely that fight could have gone either way, and then Kiwi would have been massively ahead on Autumn Leaves. This is different. Is this a fast tech from Kiwi, though? Sending a peon across to try to snag away the Shadow Priest, I would imagine. But yeah, this is... okay, no, yeah, it's just a little bit of a late War Mill, and then we will see that peon going across earlier.
It's a CrunCher game. It is Equiles. We have to talk about the marketplace. This is the #1 objective in his games, has been for the past 1 year, I guess. This Ogre Major right here, oftentimes sniped by a Blade Master, but Kiwi's making sure that the blue guy with the big drink is going his way, and that can oftentimes decide the game. If the experience goes to the Orc, if the consumable goes to the Orc, then he's in a good position and can possibly continue to push. CrunCher has to be aware of this and react properly.
For sure, yeah. And there's also, at that marketplace, a lot of claws potentially available, especially just on Equiles in general. And these early games can be skewed based on the items. If the Archmage gets a couple of nice damage items that can make a big difference in the trades with the Headhunters, the Farseer, and the Archmage, the Priest is going to be stolen. Okay, no fumbling around there from Kiwi. He does get it. Well done to him, and that's going to help out the Harass a ton.
That's massive for him if he keeps this priest alive for a bit. Not even donating this peon away to the creeps. So he got the spell, he got healing. We saw that Kiwi loves to skip the shop Did he do it again? I think so. So he does have healing here, and this time he got the big water elemental. Great start for KiWiKaKi.
Yeah, it's not necessarily supposed to happen. If you're CrunCher, you should be denying that very early, knowing that Kiwi's going to come across the map, and now Kiwi even delaying this third farm a little bit. That's going to stop the next footman from coming out for quite a while. Yeah, this is good from Kiwi, and the next water elemental will just immediately probably be abolished, so this is difficult now.
Does CrunCher have an idea about this? He sees the Shadow Priest now, right after the Water Elemental was summoned. What a wonderful timing that was. Boom, boom, double Dispel, more experience. Farsi already 1.4. Not much mana left for healing, but that's fine. Archmage is trapped in a position once again without level 2, without the Brilliance Aura. Wolves continue to ravage, and this Blacksmith was started, only now finished. Couple of slip-ups by CrunCher.
Yeah, maybe feeling the pressure now, and by the time CrunCher has another water elemental, there's probably going to be close to another abolish on this priest, so it's going to be very tricky for CrunCher if he's not fed a couple of wolves, which he isn't being fed at all, to get the level 2, to get the Brilliance Aura. It's going to take a long, long time, and a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, because these footmen are trapped in the base currently.
Yeah, they can't really get out, otherwise the Headhunters are throwing their toothpicks away. Same goes for the Archmage. Summoned the last water elemental, but that's on a timer, of course, as it is a summon. More Headhunters streaming in, one after the next. Tier 2 tech, a lot faster for CrunCher, actually.
Yeah, that's the upside of skipping that tower. And I think that was even I might have saw it wrong. I think that was even a 2-farm, no tower tech. So as quick as you could possibly get it, short of skipping that barracks for CrunCher. Kiwi already getting +1 attack on the Headhunters, and maybe this is the timing for Kiwi to go for that 12 o'clock. I don't think CrunCher, even if he was right in position, would be able to stop Kiwi from getting this Ogre Magi now.
Last hit Archmage would be a massive deal. Gets level 2 now. Has no water elemental for the time being. Can he steal something? Can he get something? Claws of attack, making the last hit a little bit more likely.
And he's going to try to get some damage done here. Gets a wolf there. Ogre Magi item will definitely go to Kiwi, and the experience does as well to push from invulnerability. First rifle comes in, but might get ensnared. There's one more ensnare off cooldown on these trappers. So CrunCher's got to be careful, but he's chipping away on these Headhunters.
Water elemental might also be dispelled here. No defend, Mountain King Sanctum again. And we have Chain Lightning to work with now. And snares ending up on the Headhunters, actually. They are a little bit bruised. There's once again no shop. This is the new Kiwi thing. Just skip on the shop.
And he will soon have Troll Regen at tier 2. He's got, of course, like you mentioned, that Priest to heal up the Farseer, where the Troll Regen cannot. So he should be pretty healthy. It's now CrunCher the one that needs a shop, most likely. And he's gonna have a Priest soon, but he doesn't have that Arcane Vault up, and the Archmage is so bruised he might just have to go all the way back home now. He needs to be careful of the Chain Lightning. In fact, it's a Town Portal.
Kiwi is looking damn strong in this game. Like, almost as if CrunCher has no answer. So how much of that is due to the tech being so fast and willingly sacrificing map control early, and how much is just to a great play by Kiwi?
Yeah, I think the 12 o'clock, I don't think there's much CrunCher could do to stop that, just strategically. But being forced to Town Portal, I think, was just Kiwi getting a nice damage, trading very efficiently, not being afraid to take some, little bits of damage on his Headhunters. I think that was all credit to Kiwi there. And now CrunCher, without a Town Portal, has to play very defensive, but he's probably still going to look to go for that level 3 Mountain King push.
Okay, level 2 acquired. Claws +9 also good, but no TP anymore. Kiwi knows this, of course. Is he gonna be a little too aggressive? The level 2 wolves are, of course, exceptional. Shadowhunter second. And no, he's only harassing, only buying a little bit of time for the tier 3. Oh yeah, we were waiting for this Torrent Walker's coming. Tier 3 coming. Shadowhunter creeping. Pretty much the usual stuff with another sweet Chain Lightning, but Stormbolt as well.
My god, that was first hit bash after the bolt. If there was one more bash, that guy could have gone down. Another claws, by the way, or in fact it was claws +9 rather from the that Merc camp. So now the Archmage is quite the cannon, and the Farseer is apparently the fodder for that cannon.
And CrunCher is loading up that cannon with an arcane bolt in the middle. That push will probably hit hard. Kiwi isn't ready yet. He is halfway tier 3. This will be another minute. Mountain King getting close to 3. 2 Murloc Nightcrawlers still up for grabs here. The army will be pretty hurt after this one, as the Murlocs' one and only purpose in life is to spread their poison. Items. Protection Scroll. But Kiwi, taking a risk here, stole the other 2 items.
Yeah, he had the big push and vulnerability in case there was, say, a Mountain King close by to the shop. He takes the risk and gets, importantly, the heal scroll. All right, CrunCher is getting ready to gear up for a fight. I'm wondering if Kiwi, knowing the sort of way that CrunCher wants to play, he wants to get level 3 Mountain King and then do a big push. I wonder if it'd be better for Kiwi against the rifles to go for Tauren Chieftain second, because then in this situation, he would have level 3 TC by the time the fight comes in. Maybe you want that sustain, that heal wave. The TC would be a much better carry, because here comes the timing from CrunCher.
Here we go, tower push. Is it going to be the 2-1 for CrunCher, or will Kiwi hold? Towers coming up. Only level 2 Archmage, but so well equipped. Todd's Wet Dream, here it is. Mountain King also equipped with the mana push, and he's going to be the carry. Focus fire, and of course, as long as there's no Berserkers, these headhunters are squishy. Can't say the same about the Rifleman here with the Scroll of Protection, but so far the defense looks okay. Shadowhunter, of course, also level 3.
Wolves are summoned, but there is a depth. There is a supply advantage for CrunCher, but you can't really see it. Honestly, it looks like a stronger Orc army because credit to the peons for making the army look that menacing. Stormbolt, even on a peon, I suppose. Spirit Link is still spreading that damage across regardless of where it goes, but interesting choice.
That push seems held right now. Mountain King in for the heavy lifting, going for that Walker. The first heal wave was on point, the second one isn't anymore. Peasants not part of the fight here. Shadowhunter has to heal up this Farseer quite a bit. The Farseer's gotta be careful, but he has a lot of consumables here. Berserker upgrade finished, and that is so helpful.
Yeah, that's going to help out. A lot more damage, a lot more health as well. That heal wave, unfortunate. Speed scroll in, going for that priest. Going to find another rifle as well. Got to be careful with your hero, though. Potion of vulnerability is there, but if the Stormbolt comes in, could be the death of the Shadowhunter. A lot of losses for CrunCher now.
CrunCher has no answer. What can he possibly do? He needs to Stormbolt his way out. It's not happening. So many kills, but did he overextend? Headhunter's in the middle of everything. Was that the last heal wave? Not really. There's more. And as we can't kill the Shadowhunter, then the sustain is just surreal. More rifles are falling. 39 supply and counting.
Yeah, both players take a lot of losses, but the Orc army seems stronger at the end of the day. The Archmage could carry the shop now, though. Back to the shop. The priest falls. The rifle soon to fall. Oh, Kiwi's got to be careful to not overextend.
He has 2 invo potions. He gotta have them ready if the Mountain King is going for another Stormbolt on the hero, because that's the only thing he has. The army disappears.
The Walker does go down, and now we're just 4 Berserkers and more Militia coming in. Okay, the army's still pretty even, 38 against 35. Is there a Tauren on the way? No, more Walkers on the way. Tauren Chieftain, however, is out, and there is a shop up for Kiwi. No reinforced defenses, so he's got to defend here at the base, but CrunCher's far away from his shop now.
The tug of war continues. 35 supply against 40. Another tower attempt. This looks like Groundhog Day, but this time the peons are all hurt, and the Mountain King full mana almost. Get another potion, close to 4. Once again, Bash, no clap. The TC is in the mix. Last time it was countered really well, always having a Stormbolt, but if there's a Stormbolt on the TC, there's no Stormbolt on anything else. Storm is decent, might end up in a kill, but this is an Invo Potion committed, level 4 on the Farseer, now still holding on to that heal scroll. So patient with that.
Yeah, I think he could have almost used it a little bit earlier. There was a lot of Spirit Link. The tower, not going to be long for this world, will immediately be focused down. Tauren Chieftain out of that potion of invulnerability. There is almost 2 more heal waves, and the Walker here now for the Spirit Link. Seems like Kiwi's holding. Is this really a 2-1 for the Canadian? Because it's looking likely.
Mass murder on these peasants. That is level 4 for the Shadowhunter. How long until CrunCher is tapping out of this? What hope does he see left in this game?
Yeah, I don't know, because this is a tech disadvantage, and it's not a tech disadvantage with an expansion and 2 Sanctums at his back. It's just Rifle Caster, and now there's a Stomp available. And the army's only growing for Kiwi. 45 supply, Master for the Walkers. After that, we'll have the first Tauren, which of course is the hard counter for the rifleman.
Oh yeah, if they reach even just pulverize range, that's it for the little dwarves. They aren't the fastest, they can't just dodge. Creeps are getting involved as well. Torn Chieftain 1.5. Orb acquired as well. It's not getting any better for CrunCher.
Yeah, he's got to, like, just keep pushing, I guess, but I don't know if he has enough sustain here. Hex on the Mountain King, focus fire. The Dispel lands on both the Spirit Walkers. The speed scroll in. This Priest is very much out of position and will fall. And look at the army differential.
It's huge. It's absolutely huge, just like this Stomp was. Not the biggest impact in terms of damage, but the stun duration, of course. The Mountain King very far forward, trying to block with the Wolves, not focusing on that MK here, Stormbolt. He wants this TC out of the fight so he doesn't get the aura. But I guess he can't prevent that anymore. Here's the next Hex. Invis cast really quickly. Dispelled as well. Is there something that can save him? He's just running away. If that's a Purge, I think he's dead. Can't take the TC off of the map. And now he's chasing CrunCher. Archmage super low. Mountain King about to die. Supply numbers not really high. Wolves are chasing. Can they land a kill? Not really.
CrunCher seems happy to get out of here with just out losing both of his heroes. There's a Hex! There's a Hex! Is there a Dispel? Is there a heal? I don't think that's going to be a 2-1 for Kiwi. There's no way out of here. Yet GD is called. And match point for KiWiKaKi.
God damn. He's making it work, boys. He's making it work. It is happening. The first time ever. It might be CrunCher not making it to the finals. KiWiKaKi with a strong series here. And CrunCher just a little too brute force. This is the opposite of nuance. I mean, CrunCher just always trying to bang his head against the wall, and credit to him that it works on the first map. But honestly, he was lucky that it did, and this time it doesn't.
Yeah, I expected a little bit of a smarter response to this time here on this map, with a little break in between the maps. But he's just doing the same as it seems, and the early game was pretty horrible.
Yeah, I want to say, honestly, I kind of liked the idea behind Game 2 better than even Game 1 and Game 3, despite it at least working in one match for CrunCher. I like the 2 Sanctum expansion play. If he wants to stay on Tier 2, if he doesn't want to go into the Knights or the Innerfire Rifles, that sort of play, I think going for the Tier 2 expansion is the way, because Kiwi is holding on just fine against this Mountain King timing.
He definitely is. Unbelievable. This is the first time since fall of 20 that someone wins a semifinal map against KiWiKaKi, and all of a sudden CrunCher's faced with match points, but not for him.
Yeah, pretty cool. And either we're going to tie up the series or end the series on the new map, Shallow Grave. And KiWiKaKi, having played quite a bit, I would assume he has decent experience with it, but this is CrunCher's pick, actually. Maybe with the Merc Camp in mind. I'm not sure how the timings here work out exactly. There's a Merc Camp close to the main, but it's a hard one to creep, so there might be a window to punish this one. I feel like CrunCher is not prioritizing heavy creeping enough in all of the games. Now, to be fair, on Titaners he did do that, but what we see, for example, from Chemico is heavy creeping and then arcane, and then you run out on the map, and the orc is basically forced to follow you, because if you creep something else in the middle of the map and get level 3, then run into his base, it's a disaster. And then you free up your own main base, and then you can send out militia during the tech, stuff like that. But CrunCher, I think he's way too focused on teching fast, and is too willing to sacrifice the early game for it.
Yeah, that's the kind of old approach to this matchup. It was always about tech. It was always about racing those secondary heroes to level 3, the Torn Chief and the Mountain King in the past. Whereas nowadays, yeah, I feel like it is more about the human trying to be the aggressive one out on the map, trying to do damage early Tier 2. I think CrunCher maybe didn't get the memo.
Aren't you his coach, Carson? Aren't you supposed to tell him?
He didn't ask. He doesn't ask. I don't put my 2 cents in because I assume he knows what he's doing. I mean, if I knew he was just gonna push into his base with rifle caster over and over again, I maybe would have said something. But here we are.
Okay, then. Let's see what these guys can bring to the table on Shallow Graves. Last time we saw CrunCher on this map, he tower rushed an undead successfully for the first time ever in semifinals. CrunCher does not have the match points himself, but he's with his back against the wall, has to turn this series around, has to come up with a solution in just a couple of minutes. Otherwise, for the very first time in the seasonal finals or in the grand finals of the Americas, would be KiWiKaKi. Can he close it out with a 3-1, or will we go full distance? Let's go Shallow Grave. Got that old Canada already in your throat, Carson? Or just saving it?
I'll need to pull out the maybe I'll pull out the banjo for this one for the old Canada. Who knows? I'll go find it in the closet. But this would be literally the first time, I think, unless there's a stat that I'm missing from way back in the day. I don't think there is, that Kiwi beat CrunCher ever in a series. Even like they haven't even played a best of one. It's only CrunCher's only one. Kiwi's won 6 maps. But it's 8-0 in series. Maybe like 2009 they played each other and something went different. But in recent times, Kiwi's never done it.
You know what? I have a little tool for that. I can look it up.
For all of history?
For all of recorded history.
My God, let's see it. Let's see it.
It takes a while, but you're right. 8-0.
8-0. So they never played each other in the past. This is just in the last 2 years. These stats, or a year and a half about. So yeah, this would be quite the accomplishment for Kiwi.
Maybe they met each other in StarCraft. They don't have the stats for StarCraft. We might have to look up Aligulak or something. We have time to talk about this because the early game is pretty much the same as before, as we have a Farseer Headhunter opening, and we have a 3-farm opening this time, with CrunCher going to the Renegade Wizard.
Yeah, very interesting for Kiwi. He actually sends the peon out, similar to Echo Wilds, to try to snag that priest. But CrunCher had a footman in position, maybe to pull the Merc camp. But when he saw the peon, he decided, I'm not going to go for the Merc camp any longer. I'm going to take the easier creep camp. But at least the damage he put on the peon disallowed Kiwi from stealing the priest away. So he's not going to have to worry about his water elementals as much as he did on Echo Wilds. He's also going to have the claws, CrunCher, similar to Echo Wilds.
That is a big help. He needs to be that big cannon again, the big birder. But yeah, this is already better than Echo Wilds was. But Kiwi has defeated him before, even without that Shadow Priest. So that doesn't mean that Kiwi's going to take this map. Obviously, the map is way too young for that. Are you happier with a 3-farm tech this time?
Yeah, I think it's good. I don't think he needs to be prioritizing that so much, and he hasn't taken a ton of damage, so the tower's not needed. It will come up now, but I think this is a better game plan overall from CrunCher. Maybe going back to what he was thinking about on Tidehunters, because we see him prioritizing creeping as well. So I think all good things for CrunCher so far. If he can get this last hit, which he does.
Okay, item on the ground. Sentry Ward's not too bad. And Kiwi can't really get a foot on the ground so far in Shallow Grave. 0 experience, and he's so far away from the human base. And can't pressure this anymore. Level 2, the most important thing, unlocked for CrunCher.
Yeah, there is plenty of green camps on Shallow Grave that you can get if you're CrunCher and you don't want to call militia for, a big camp like the expansion or the mercenary. So, he can maybe crawl his way up to level 3, taking a little bit of damage to the Archmage, but he's got enough footmen now to defend against the Headhunters. Is he going for defend? Okay, CrunCher's making some adjustments. He's getting defend at last.
Okay, he has some more ammo to throw at KiWiKaKi. By the way, is it just me, or are all the units looking purple on this map?
Purple? I think maybe just you.
No,
I don't notice it.
There's a shader on these units, isn't there? Like a little.
Oh wait! I actually know now. I look when they're in the water, when they go above the water. Yeah, I know what you mean. It's like the lighting.
Ah, good.
Oh, I see. Sorry, I doubted you, Neil. Sorry.
Sorry, sir.
Sorry, sir. Yes.
I love that. Okay, both intercepting each other here. However that works. Archmage down to 50%. Kiwi kinda with a crosshair on this Archmage, dropping very low in HP is the old man.
Yeah, CrunCher already reacted to that by getting a Chomp. Of course, Kiwi skipping his Chomp, but it might be necessary soon enough because the defended footmen are going forward. We're going to see a Panda this time around. Tier 2 will be done in a couple of seconds. It seems like it'll be a Panda. No level 3 Archmage, which was what he had on Tidehunters with the Panda, but still, the defend might make the difference.
Okay, let's grill him. Didn't work too well on Tidehunters with that Panda, but this map is so big. So much bigger than Tidehunters. Oh, that was a weird breath of fire.
It did land on, I think, 3 Headhunters still. Oh, gotta be really careful with this Archmage. Uh-oh, there's no Chain Lightning, so we're gonna see no Town Portal like we did on Equals. Oh, no, he turns around for a second. Oh, sweet lord, that could have been the death of the Archmage if 1 more Wolf, maybe 2 more Wolf hits got in, but he'll get back to the Chomp and his Priests, and 2 Sanctums are coming up behind this.
Damn. Okay. Back to Mass Casters, no rifles, Troll Regen, Shadow Hunter, Torrent Totem, and a shop. The new Kiwi build. Kind of foolish of us to think that his surprise might be something else than Fastier Headhunters.
True, true. But, you know, we're getting the Torrents that we wanted. Nice breath there, but the Troll Regen, I imagine, yeah, it's already online. Of course it is. Troll Regen's so impactful, the regen on every one of these units, except for, of course, the Farseer, but still. No need for salves, no need to waste any gold on that shop that he's been skipping. He can just go straight to the tier 3, and hopefully, for Kiwi's sake, not overcommitting into this Panda. The Archmage is now healed up, so not much more to gain for Kiwi, but the Shadow Hunter might change this.
Especially with Hex, he's not forced into heal wave this time as he was on Tidehunters. Way better build, way more impact. Did he bring some items? No, right? He wasn't in time for the shop to finish.
Yeah.
And of course prioritizes tier 3 rather than healthy units.
Well, that's a big breath. CrunCher's calling Militia to at least creep the expansion and then probably to place an expansion there eventually. That's what he wants to do. He wants to get the 2 bases running on the tier 2. He wants it to be like Tidehunters all over again, but maybe with a cleaner expansion, maybe with a cleaner fight after the expansion gets up. He doesn't want to be backed into a corner. But for now, he's not even able to creep his expansion. He was doing a really good job here delaying.
I agree. CrunCher's game seems a lot better so far, but is it enough? It's really the question. He can't really creep too much, far away from the levels he needs. Of course, on the other side, it's 1-1, which looks a little laughable, but that's enough to creep if he wants to, and they will brawl so long until we have 4-4 heroes, pretty sure.
One more breath. The splits are on point, though, from Kiwi. The first Walker comes in. Hex now on the Panda. Seems a bit ambitious because there's tons of Priest healing and no Chain Lightning. The Militia, though, aren't actually able to... I thought CrunCher behind us would be able to clean up the expansion at the same time, but he's not, Neo. He still can't creep this expansion.
Uh-oh, maybe underestimating this High Priest a little, huh? He is a High Priest for a reason. He heals a ton! Breath of Fire on the Fastier. This might be a TP soon. Kiwi pulling back a bit, giving CrunCher more time.
Kiwi's tier 3 is about 20 seconds off. Hex, but the breath comes in regardless. Still focusing on the Panda, but the Priest heal is too good. And the Sasquatch, will it go the way of CrunCher at last? Kiwi looking to get it, but CrunCher does get it at the end of the day and gets the item as well. Ring of Regen actually quite impactful in this position.
Oh man, and now the Archmage cleaning house with the fireballs from downtown. Gets a double kill on these Headhunters, and that is a clear sign for Kiwi to finally retreat. He covered for his tier 3, not for the necessary upgrades yet, but you know, he has arrived. And now, I wonder if the list of priorities will be the same. Like, TC is coming already, Walkers are coming, then Master Training, then Orb, then Expansion? Until then, CrunCher should be ready to push.
Yeah, it's interesting because Kiwi delayed that expansion creep, of course, a lot, which, in turn delays the expansion itself. But what this allowed CrunCher to do is build up a really strong army, and Kiwi took a ton of damage in delaying the expansion. So now, if Kiwi wants to go for that immediate Tiny Great Hall counter expansion, like he did on Tidehunters, CrunCher's so much more prepared with a big army, with almost full health on everything. And Kiwi still has to go back and salve, still has to go back and get mana. So this could be tough if he wants to counter Expo.
You were so right on the money, by the way, with how impactful this Ring of Regen is. Brewmaster always in front, but always so healthy as well. Cleaning up the shop now. Ogre Magi, Ogre Mauler, lots of experience. KiWiKaKi busy on the left-hand side. Not even creeping with all his units. 600. Oh yeah, he's mining for that tiny, right? TC is waiting. When is it on sale? When is it on sale? Let's go. Was a little worried there, shop delay, but no.
Yeah, and CrunCher's going to be very prepared. There's the Panda 3. You got heal scroll, pushing vulnerability. Even as a health stone on top of that ring of regen. Look at that regen. Oh my god. That's without priest heal.
Oh.
That's actually pretty crazy. My god.
Here's priest heal now.
Yeah. He's really going to be full health. But this is going to be a strong timing. CrunCher's going to hit as soon as that tiny gets up. Kiwi maybe looking to counterattack instead of defending, but he's got no burrow here to defend his peon. So if CrunCher goes, CrunCher's going to do a bit more creeping. But if CrunCher hits a push soon, hits a timing push soon, I don't know if Kiwi can defend.
He needs excellent execution, that's for sure. He is still on a level 1 Farseer.
Yeah.
I mean,
Ridiculous.
It's not as bad as Autumn Leaves because he's getting the level 3 Shadowhunter, but no... Oh, he might get double level up. Okay. Triple level up? Don't think it's in range on the other side. Closing in on 4-3.
Yeah, and heal wards as well. All right, that Panda is not going to drop below 50% health anytime soon. The Berserker gets caught out of position. Do we have a Torrent on the way? We have Pulverize on the way. Ooh, this is a tough timing for Kiwi. He's getting the upgrades before the units.
It's only 6 supplies. Storm was big, but the Shadowhunter doesn't seem to be that safe. The Breakers were hitting away at him, so... Lots of mana burned here as well. The TC is just the sacrificial cow in this case, I guess. Always in focus fire. Not that biggest impact anymore, but feels like, again, Kiwi's move with the Berserker just storming through this breaker line and hunting down these casters.
Yeah, nice splits as well against the Panda. The Water Elemental starting to kill some peons in the expansion of Kiwi, but not the end of the world for him, of course. What is the end of the world is if he starts to lose all these Berserkers. The heal wave is there. That's the last one, though, for the time being, but CrunCher's trying to consolidate his army. Can he get out of here and, you know, make the line of breakers to protect the casters again?
Almost no lumber anymore for CrunCher. Oh, the heal ward! The heal ward! He's not attacking the heal ward! This is so much regen! Finally! Doesn't help the TC, of course. He went out on a limb and got the heal scroll that keeps Kiwi in the fight. This wild brawl is once again going strong between them. But CrunCher doing more and more damage with his Panda and Brewmaster and the AoE attacks. Man, would I love to see his shop here at this expo.
Yeah, Potion of Mana would probably win this fight for CrunCher right now, but his Panda's completely out of mana. He's almost level 4 on the Archmage. He already got level 2 Aura, of course, though, but those Water Elementals are going to be impactful because there is no Shamans. CrunCher doesn't want to get back to do a quarter again, though. This is what happened on Tidehunters. Maybe this positioning is better than Tidehunters, but if his casters are surrounded, he's going to lose all of them. He's going to have to Town Portal away.
Oh, TC has no mana, but yeah, he is supposed to portal away, and that was only against 2 heroes. The Shadowhunter was busy. This seems to be a lot of time for Kiwi to consolidate, to get maybe a burrow up, to get maybe a second shop up, to get the Torrent out, and Torrent are coming.
Yeah, 60 supply against 70. All is right in the world. This is generally where you want the supplies to be. Could go either way because the tech is in favor of Kiwi, the supply in favor of CrunCher. Now CrunCher has more mana, and he's going to get Archmage and close to Panda level 4. So if the creeping continues, will probably favor, honestly, Kiwi more because he still needs TC level 3, still needs Farseer level 3. Shadowhunter level 4 wouldn't hurt either. So if they both just go into a creeping war, Kiwi's going to be a lot stronger for it.
Still think the same when you see that Potion of Greater Mana on the almost level 4 Panda and Brewmaster? Without losing a single HP because there's a heal ward running all the time?
Heal wards are pretty good. They're a pretty good item. I think they're underestimated at times. And yeah, if that Panda hits level 4, you know, squeaks his way up to level 5, you're going to need a whole lot more than just heal wards for Kiwi.
CrunCher is coming again and Kiwi is out of position. Does he even have a town portal? I don't think so. What was this Farseer doing there? Hiding from the rest. Probably was bullied by the cow.
Everyone's been bullied by a cow once or twice, Neil. It's gonna have to be a town portal for sure. The burrow not reinforced, so we'll go down. Oh, CrunCher's gotta be careful though. The TP's gonna be right on top of him. Oh, nope. It's not defensive TP. Okay, wise choice maybe from Kiwi though overall.
Not as aggressive as Mr. Carson here. The Torrent, can he get him in position? He's pulling back. The castles will probably be safe as there is no shockwave, of course. Oh man. Can the Torrent break through the Spellbreakers? Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire, big mischance. The damage counted by the heal wave, mana potions or mass here. How long can he keep this Torrent alive?
Yeah, he's got to kill that Torrent CrunCher because the Pulverize is going to wreck these breakers. They're all clumped up. The positioning is very, very good for CrunCher, of course, but, you know, he can only soak up the damage in the front line for so long if the Torrents are left unchecked. They get revived now from the Walkers in the back. The sustain is really good for Kiwi with these Master Trained Spirit Walkers, and one still has enough mana for another resurrection.
The Panda, did he already drink his big mana potion? Yes, he did. There is mana, as you said. Is there heal scrolls? I don't think so, but 2 mana potions. Level 3 on the TC. Once again, big game changer, but he needs the healing, he needs the healing, he needs the healing. Oh, the heal scroll, the value, insane. 54. What does CrunCher have left? 72. It feels like nothing is dying, but everything's so hurt.
Oh, Kiwi has to back away. Speed scrolling. 3 breakers about to fall. 2 make it safely into the back of the gold mine. This positioning turned around for CrunCher. If he didn't have that wall of breakers there, it would have been very difficult. Kiwi's still holding on, but the sustain is running dry. Okay, he's got 1 more mana pod actually on the Shadowhunter. So much impact from this level 3 SH.
He just can't reach the casters. He can't get to these priests. His signature move that he's displayed in this series to break through the Spellbreakers and just attack them with all their piercing damage, it's not working because the breaker line holds. Last mana potion here. KiWiKaKi on his last lip.
Walkers being revived. CrunCher might have to get out of here soon. Pass the post of invulnerability. There's a Hexo! There's a Hexo! Oh no, CrunCher! Town Portal's wave, not without losing the second hero, the carry. Oh no, a big mistake from CrunCher. He's gonna have to Tavern Revive it. And another big mistake. CrunCher's 1,500 gold.
Whoa. Want to say he had, as he is investing into Town Portal, Region Scroll, Potion of Mana, plus that revive. It's so expensive. And everything is still hurt. He does have the resources, but he needs a clarity as well. He doesn't have... he does. Running up now. And the Farseer again. Run to the hill. Get the scroll. 2 already. Doesn't have gold, actually.
And for CrunCher, like I think at that fight, a Blizzard retrain probably would have won the game for him, but he hasn't had time to go to the shop, not only to retrain to Blizzard, but also just to get the heal scrolls that he probably would have needed last game. The Farseer in the back. Oh no, the Farseer in the back gets surrounded! No way! The easiest surround of CrunCher's life. Heal wave is there, Spirit Link is there. Yeah, CrunCher doesn't want to hold that surround because he would lose everything for it.
Man, yeah, let's say this was a setup trap from KiWiKaKi to bait CrunCher into this position. Weird Farseer movement, goes to the shop, realizes, oh, I'm broke, can't even buy anything. And then almost losing the first hero here. But the heal scrolls go to CrunCher, and that can change an entire fight around.
Yeah, and CrunCher is tier 3, by the way. Completely missed it. And he's going Griffins. He's going to be able to get some Knights with Sundering Blaze. Okay, so this isn't the end-all be-all for CrunCher. He doesn't need to break this expansion. He's transitioning, and tier 3 human, very, very good. He can get a Paladin. He can get Knights. He can get Inner Fire. Maybe even some Polymorph. Probably wouldn't be the best, but yeah, he doesn't have to end the game right now. They can go into the super late game here.
Inner Fire Griffins coming. You know, I was joking with Remo that this series is going to be super long, and we see the old meta of Melting Valley, where we had Griffins on the human side against Mass Bad Riders and Alchemist on the Orc side. And you know, we're getting closer to that.
We definitely are. Yeah, we're not going to see the Mass Protection Scroll Acid Bomb play, but we're definitely going to get the Tier 3 versus Tier 3, the high-level heroes. The Griffins up in the air. The Griffins got to be careful, though. If they're out of position for 1 second, they're going to get probably purged from the orb and then immediately focus down. Oh, we don't actually have an orb from Kiwi. Interesting, but eventually. Will this be a second red camp? I wonder if this is worth CrunCher to burn 2 Town Pearls to get 2 red spots. Maybe close to worth, probably.
Depends on the item, probably.
Yeah.
And it is Medallion of Courage. Nice to have. Not a game-changing one. Level 5 Archmage, I'd say that's definitely worth it. Can he get level 5 Panda as well? Oh yeah, baby! Creep speed with a Bloodlusted Griffin through the roof.
Bloodlusted Inner Fire Griffin. My god, this is a 4v4 game now all of a sudden. Yeah, and CrunCher, out of nowhere, might have the superior army. Again, if these Griffins can have nice positioning. The Panda needs good positioning as well. And can I say, Blizzard retrain, is that a possibility?
Ooh. There's nothing to cancel except Hex, and that's very expensive. How do you deal with Inner Fire Bloodlusted Griffins, Carson? I don't know. Headhunters do help, of course. KiWiKaKi had some time to react to them. He saw them in the bottom left-hand red spot. Big stomp, of course, but only level 2. Heal Scroll, Focus Fire on that TC very early on. Breath of Fire, Drunken Haze, big time. Lots of misses on both sides again. Seems like this Breaker line is disappearing, though.
Yeah, there's still 2 heal scrolls left over for KiWiKaKi. CrunCher gonna use one more breath. That's gonna be another heal scroll. Oh, you gotta be careful with this Panda, though. Yeah, Invuln Potion, just to be safe. The Griffin's up in the air. Now, 3 of them.
Untouched.
Quite good. The next breath is gonna be really big.
Shadowhunter down! Couldn't heal himself anymore. Oh no, this might be game 5, everybody. If Kiwi can't turn this around, the Walkers now running around like Headless Chicken, a little too aggressive. What can they do? He's trying to break through this again, but I don't think there's a chance. If he can't kill the Panda, Kiwi needs a big play right here. He's pushing him against the corner, so the kiting game might be over.
Yeah, CrunCher might have to town portal because the Panda's sort of running out of steam. That mana pod is going to solve that for the time being. He's still quite low. So much about to fall. As you said, the Griffin's still untouched, but still he's backed into a corner.
Hoo-hoo. Apply Aloe Vera. Yo, these guys, these headhunters, these walkers, they need a break. They need someone to take care of them. Apply selves, apply anything.
Yeah, we can officially say this was not only the best series for Hitman against Insub maybe of all time, but definitely the best series of KiWiKaKi against CrunCher we've ever seen. Ridiculous.
Oh, yeah. Great America semifinal. The disappointing games we had in the Euro region, except that wonderful Happy versus Hawk game with Necros, and okay, the second one as well. Okay, the games weren't too bad, but you know, score-wise, very clear. All made up for now. 5,400, and that's a lot of gold still remaining in that expo for CrunCher. 7,400 here, but CrunCher's pushing again.
Yeah, and he didn't actually buy a regen scroll. Surprisingly, everything is still quite bruised for CrunCher. He has a heal scroll, but like this isn't ideal fighting conditions. He's already has to use that heal scroll. Like I wouldn't want to be fighting if I was CrunCher here. Look how many Taurens there are.
Ooh, quite a few. Polymorph, maybe not the worst idea you ever had, Carson. They're also pretty drunk and missing quite a bit. CrunCher's kiting game is strong.
Through. Yeah, he's kiting well. He's getting some kills, but Kiwi seems to have a lot of sustain. The slow trap kicking in, though. Ooh, this isn't only Torrens going down, but a ton of experience. The Panda close to reaching level 6. That would be a disaster against these Berserkers.
He's still 2/3 away. These Water Torrent. Lots of Torrent, man. Torrent Chieftain, yeah. Torrent on the ground. Walkers are basically Torrent. We got Water Torrent here. They give a lot of experience as well. Shadowhunter 5 would be big. TC 5 would be big. Even Farseer 4 probably a big deal. No one wants to overcommit at that stage of the game.
The next breath could be big. Drops the medallion. That was fast from CrunCher. Wow. He's warmed up now. The breath comes in is huge. So much about to drop. Kiwi has to spam these heal waves. He's got no heal scrolls. Kills that Torrent. Is going to be able to revive that one. Not giving any more experience to the Panda. But CrunCher backs away. No third base for either of these players. So they're running on just the expansions. If this goes to the super late game, Kiwi's going to have gold where CrunCher does not.
True that, but CrunCher is going to have something what Kiwi can't get, and that is Polymorph. It's coming. 1/3.
Oh my god. What do you get for the series that has it all? Apparently Polymorph as well. So this is going to be pretty awesome.
Players' forces are under attack.
Calm before the storm. Kiwi can't even heal everything up properly anymore. Now we got an orb. Still a Wand of Mana stealing. CrunCher is pushing.
Yeah, the Griffins trying to do a sidestep, but the Berserkers realize the Panda. Nice breath again. A lot starting to drop low. Will a Torn finally fall? Yes, probably revived immediately. Oh, that stomp didn't do much.
It is pretty expensive to revive them.
True. He's got to deal with Polymorph now as well.
Oh, is it ready? Not yet. Just seconds away, and then we're gonna get it. Oh boy. Lots of damage in the backline, of course. Big AoE, another Torrent down, another Torrent here. Hurt the TC in trouble as well. Needs some healing. Revives everywhere, but the walkers are running dry on mana. There's, of course, no Katka's Pipe or anything. Level 4 finally. And when will we see the sheep?
Oh, next breath is big, but again, every breath is his last, every single time. A lot of Torrents are falling. The walkers, at least one of them still has a lot of mana. Maybe that could be the priority for CrunCher to focus on. The Panda's 1 kill away from level 6, Neo. We might see the ultimate for actually both human heroes.
There it is!
There's the sheep.
Dispel is a great solution against sheep. We hyped this a bit too much, maybe, but hey, it's such a great sound effect. Kiwi still at 65. These inner fire griffins, he can't deal with it, throwing lightning at them. And Invis Panda now. He wants to regen. He wants this level 6. How much money? 3,350. This is one of the greatest games of, I guess, all DreamHack Americas.
Yeah, absolutely. Oh, Panda, one more breath. There's the level 6, and actually almost level 6 on the Archmage. I wonder if he goes for Aura level 3 here. I think it's too tantalizing to not get Aura level 3 over the mass teleport here.
How is Kiwi not running out of steam against the human who got basically free healing and free mana regen? Incredible. Ridiculous indeed. The trades seem always a little better. Is there a level up close? Not really. Not for KiWiKaKi. And is this the ult? Doesn't have the mana yet. A little bit out of position.
Panda
Comes in with a storm, but there is... Oh, can he dispel against the Invis? Not willing to. Breath of Fire. No ultimate here. Archmage has Mastelli. Paladin Panda is in trouble. Is there a nuke?
Oh, a mistake from CrunCher perhaps to not just use the
Hexed.
town portal right away.
Got
How many
hexed.
griffins will fall? The Panda gonna do a breath. Oh my god. So close. This game could have just been lost right there. The Panda, the Archmage, both could have gone down, but CrunCher gets out of there. Amazingly not losing a hero. Holy hell.
That was a sheep that CrunCher was not welcoming. The hacks against the mass tally. This is a sick game.
Jesus, yeah, and Kiwi somehow is holding on. He's reviving the Torrents. He's got mana. Everything is relatively healthy as you could be against a Panda level 6. By the way, we do have the ultimate, so this next fight for CrunCher might be where we see your Storm and Fire, which you may say, it might not be as good as the breath over and over and over again, but the mass normal damage with the pulverize you can get against these berserkers is just gonna melt them.
Also, the AoE immolation, exactly. A little bit of Cyclone against the Shadow Hunter when you want to prevent a heal wave. Finally, some disable in this army.
3 minutes of mining left for CrunCher's expansion. Well, a little over 3 minutes of mining, but then that'll be that. Invis used time and time again. Maybe wise to invest into Dust, but Kiwi can't get over to the shop. Okay, now he did. Yeah, he did get Dust, actually. A very nice choice for Kiwi.
There we go, Panda. Oh, getting hacks, getting focused.
Ultimate.
Earth, Storm and Fire, everything is super healthy. Now here we go. TC up in the air. The Griffins being nuked once again, but I think they survive. KiWiKaKi trying to get back, trying to get rid of him. There seems to be a little bit of a stun lock. And here's the AoE you mentioned.
Oh my god, Kiwi has to back away. I don't think he could do this now. The Cyclone on the Torrent Chieftain as well. The Pulverize, the Immolation, the Windwalk, everything. Even Dispel on this Storm guy. Oh my god, Torrent Chieftain level 5, but I don't think he's going to find a ton of impact. And as soon as his ultimate runs out, what are you dealing with? Level 3 Breath of Fire to boot. Has CrunCher done it? All he has to do is not lose a hero here, I think.
Big Storm might be salvaging this for KiWiKaKi, though. He just got level 5 with his TC. Shadow Hunter also level 5. He's losing a lot of units. 47 supply, 57 only. Panda a little bit out of position. Drunken Haze, Breath of Fire. So many misses once again. And the Invis is always there when he needs it. Breakers just evaporating against what's thrown at them. They can't really move because of that lightning orb. How important is that lightning orb? I wouldn't mind to see a second one. Hero focus again, Invis again. This time he got a reveal, but nothing to nuke him anymore.
Yeah, and the Panda's got another breath. The heal wave has been so good throughout the game, but Kiwi might not be holding on. Can he get back to the shop to save these heroes one time again? The slow is so good. Push from invulnerability.
SH.
There's one more breath. All the heroes about to fall, and that might be match. Oh my god. What do you even say? What do you even say?
Overtime, baby!
There you go. That's what you say. Oh, what a game. Holy God.
What the hell was that game, dude? That was crazy. We had Ancestral Spirit and Polymorph in the same game. Griffins, Earthstorm Fire. That was a major Pog champ. Isn't that right, Carson?
Absolutely a major league Pog champers, Remo Demo.
That was pretty nuts, man. Wow. We don't get to see Shadowgrave too often, but here the map was certainly very enjoyable. I think we can all agree to that. That brings us to one last map. The final decision will be made on Northern Isles, but I think first we gotta give these guys a little break.
Definitely. CrunCher and KiWiKaKi decide to give a gift to all Warcraft fans around the world, and we get one more to decide Hitman's opponent in the grand final. We are back after a 4-minute break. One more round, baby. It's 12:30 a.m. here in Europe. My phone just alerted me that it's slowly time to go to bed to be fit for the alarm tomorrow. But I'm filled to the brim with energy because of what CrunCher and KiWiKaKi just did. Game 4 was amazing. And we take this one step further.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
One final decision. Shallow Grave, we saw a crazy game. Now, Tidehunters. Are we gonna see Expos again? Are we gonna see Tier 3 again? Some Ultimates, maybe. We were kind of spoiled on map 4. Or maybe it's time to play a good old rifle push again.
Remo lost his mind after midnight as well. This is Northern Isles, Tidehunters we've seen already, but this is very, very much forgivable. Who is in a clear state of mind after we saw Ancestral Spirit, Panda Ultimates, Polymorph, everything in one game? Unbelievable. Very, very, very great semifinal between these two. When a lot of people thought this would be as one-sided as the European semifinals were, Americas are coming in to entertain as so often. This is Hollywood WarCraft, everybody, and this is the decision on Northern Isles. How can you top this?
I don't know if you do.
I would love to see Bloodlust on top and maybe a Stasis Trap. Then I'm all good.
True. Yeah, stealing away the traps. It almost reminds me of that last map. Let's see how my memory is. I think it was Fly against Yumiko, 2015 WCA on Death Road. You guys were offline casting that. One of the most crazy orc against human games. We had Witch Doctors, we had Torrens, Burning Oil Demolishers. That's really what last game reminded me of. I think it was Fly against Yumiko, that series.
I think it was WEC, but it was the game where the Spellbreaker control magic the wards, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Absolutely.
One of my favorite games ever. I think that is my favorite game of all time.
Oh man, that is a beauty. That is an absolute beauty. But game 4 here was not too far away from that. CrunCher apparently found a solution with Tier 3 human and griffins. Can they recreate this magic? Does someone switch gears? Can KiWiKaKi bounce back from this defeat? CrunCher showed he got nerves of steel. Facing elimination, his World Championship run could end if KiWiKaKi wins the entire tournament. He got it in his own hands. He screws it up twice and then bounces back like this. It's just unbelievable what these competitors bring to the table today.
Yeah, and last map, CrunCher did some nice adjustments. We were talking about the super late game there, but in the early game, CrunCher went for the 5-footman into defend early on. He prioritized a little bit more creeping, was a bit more aggressive overall. His expansion, it was very safe. It didn't have to be canceled this time around. So CrunCher made some nice adjustments. And, Kiwi is kind of sticking to what's been working for him. And again, it, almost did work last map. So I think both players probably going to stick to a similar style. And we'll see if they expand again or if, again, like Rimadimo said, rifle push, baby.
Rifle push, baby, on this map. I wouldn't mind seeing it. KiWiKaKi rather passive for a Northern Isle game, right? Usually you harass very, very early on, keep level 2 away from the Archmage. This time's the denies early on working again. CrunCher, great inventory, great control so far. Feels like he got a bit of momentum in this series.
Yeah, decent items. Can go to the marketplace as well to get another clause. Gets that entire camp. Both players with the wards, so plenty of vision. Maybe a counter ward even. A little bit of Dota 2 action here coming. Maybe. Yep, there it is. CrunCher could kill it. In fact, both players. Who's going to kill the wards first? The race to the damage. Kiwi slips up a little bit, and Kiwi does get the his ward control now in the middle. Very interesting exchange. Love to see it.
Also very rare to see it. And you wanted wards, right? You wanted fights for the wards. There you go.
True. Getting everything. Oh, another ward? Maybe another counter ward?
Maybe he wants to bait it. I mean, this gives a lot of vision to where CrunCher is going. But yeah, all-out aggression once again. No time to rest for these two.
Defend is now finished, and this is maybe when CrunCher could turn around. He's kept all of his footmen quite healthy, which is, of course, what you want to do if you're going to go for that defend, so that you have the health to pressure back the headhunters. And Kiwi is the one pressuring right now, but CrunCher could turn around at any point, really, and start to fight, and maybe he's going to try to pounce on this one out-of-position headhunter.
Oopsie. A little bit of chip damage on everything. He's not letting go of this position. Of course, he's going to see where reinforcements are coming. CrunCher in the middle, not buying anything from the marketplace. Has 600 gold. Is a little bit further away from tier 2. There is a switch up by Kiwi, as he's going for a shop a lot earlier than before.
Yeah, maybe realizing the aggressive style of CrunCher with the early defend, knows he's going to take some more damage, and even if there was claws at that marketplace as well, CrunCher would probably be even more aggressive. Ooh, now there's actually claws.
Yep.
CrunCher probably going to go and look for those. Not a big investment for how much damage you get out of them.
Ooh, 2 headhunters hurt. CrunCher coming in with the defend block, but Kiwi with the deny. That's some high-class WarCraft right here. CrunCher gotta be careful. He knows there's chain lightning. Gotta respect that.
Well, this time CrunCher, okay, he's getting a shop again now that he's damaged, and he's going for 2 Sanctums with the Mountain King. So a brand new style CrunCher showing here in map 5. We'll see how it works out. This is probably the more standard way to play nowadays. The Panda isn't as common as it once was. We'll see how it works.
No ult. Then. Well, I wouldn't mind seeing Avatar as well for Kazmodan. My roommates will love when I scream that through the shared flat at 1 a.m.
You think Remo still has the little toy with the button that he used to press when he got that ultimate? I don't know. Maybe he can bust that out for the final map of the day.
I think I got it here somewhere.
Oh, you got it too. Nice. I think I got mine in a drawer. I still have mine wrapped in the plastic, though.
Ooh.
A souvenir.
Yeah, the value it's gonna create when everybody's remembering.
Yeah.
Both heroes kind of low, Footman kind of low, Headhunter's kind of low, but Shadowhunter is out, and this time instant heal self and clarity.
Yeah, last map the shop was a little bit late. He pointed that out, and he wasn't able to be as aggressive because he didn't have the healing available. This time, his creeping's going to be great, and he could go across the map. Okay, CrunCher is going to go for the expansion, which is actually a lot safer when you have the Stormbolt as opposed to just the measly Breath of Fire on level 1. So this expansion is going to be very well timed. This might be the quickest and cleanest expansion CrunCher's gotten all series.
Yeah, he also took a lot of damage on the Shadowhunter, so 2 of the heal selves are already gone. Also a little bit of mana invested, and he rather focuses on the middle, and CrunCher sniffs this out, puts more damage onto the Farseer with the +5 he got, and disrupts his creeping. Kiwi, not the best acceleration that I've ever seen into a mid-game.
Yeah, this game flow a little bit weird. He could have maybe just crept his lab, maybe gone and crept his expansion, and gotten all this experience for free, and then maybe counter-expanded at tier 3 again. But Kiwi's actually... Oh, he went for a bestiary a little bit out of position, and he's staying on tier 2. Is this a counter strategy to the expansion? Is Kiwi going to go for a big push, similar to the rifles of CrunCher, and try to break the X-Bow?
This is the switch up that we were waiting for. Not the 5th time that Kiwi is going for the same strat. Okay, CrunCher, I love this proxy position. We rarely see proxy builds in WarCraft, but this time it might actually fool CrunCher if his scouting game is not on point. You will see it soon as the Raiders arrive.
And Raiders going to be so useful to stop that kiting that CrunCher's done so well throughout the series. A Sylvie Mask as well as Claws +9s in the last 2 camps CrunCher has crafted.
Wow.
He didn't get level 3 on either player, or on either hero rather, but these items are really nice. And the Shadowhunter yet to get level 3. That's going to be an important level up for Kiwi to find before probably the first big fight. The speed scroll in, that's ambitious.
Okay, tier 2 Headhunter go now. Here's the end snare that might overwhelm CrunCher a little bit. He's going hunting again on the Headhunters with the Stormbolt, and there's so many footmen to deal with them now.
Yeah, the walkers are going to be quite good against the defended footmen. The casters actually ran away from the speed scroll, and CrunCher could town portal out eventually as well. He could just commit in, do as much damage as possible, and then town portal away, heal up, and defend at the expansion. So this is all kind of gravy. All CrunCher's losing here is footmen. Oh, we might have to TP now, though. Yeah, before the Hex comes out, was a little bit of mana away. Wow.
2 exit kills for CrunCher as well. I think this is an excellent game for the human, who now has 2 bases. Tech is still running strong. We go breakers as well. And Kiwi, what now? You're not going tier 3. You won't have all that great stuff that you had before. no chance for a counter expansion, and he pulls the boys.
He's pulling all the boys. Not only will this be good for maybe a shop, maybe a tower, but also the Spirit Link. It will be a very old school Pendant of Energy and a level 3 Shadow Hunter. Okay, things are starting to add up in Kiwi's favor. Will this push break the bank? Can he do it? He's going back to get a couple of maybe salves, maybe a speed scroll again. But then he's got to push. He has yet to counter expand, has yet to go tier 3. And CrunCher's got Mountain King level 3. Okay, what's the item going to be? Scroll the Beast, not the best. But yeah, CrunCher very much prepared. The supply dead even. Maybe CrunCher would be wise to build even a shop at his expansion as well.
Definitely. Would love to have the mana potion, love to have the heal potion. We saw already how Kiwi was turning around mid-fight to go for that Archmage. You always got to be aware of that. I don't think he rebought the town portal. Oh, he did, actually. Mountain King level 3. 2 claws on him. But here's the tower push that decides who's going to face Hitman in the Grand Finals of the Americas.
56 versus 50 supply. 2 towers shop coming up. There is no clap throughout this entire series, but the Stormbolt might find a walker. The heal wave is there. Plenty of heal waves to go around, but the walker still falls. That's level 4 already on the Mountain King. Militia being called in. Kiwi trying to break through, but he's taking so many losses already.
Oh, this doesn't look good. It looks like the same old. Hitman versus CrunCher. Kiwi, he needs these towers. He's got to protect these towers. He's relying on the 2 towers, but this Mountain King is so overwhelming, throwing one hammer after the next, and there's still a Sobi Mask, there's still the Potion of Mana, there's still the Brilliant Aura. He's not running out of steam, but he killed only 1 tower off of 2.
Yeah, I love that CrunCher, as soon as this push started, he power built that shop with all of his gold peasants, now has mana potions, now has potions of heal, and he can get another Stormbolt, maybe to get that breaker back from the Kodo. This tower needs to be canceled, and it will be by the Archmage, and the Water Elemental will kill so many breakers. Careful with that Farseer, but he does back it away. Kiwi's really running out of steam, though, Neil.
There's almost no headhunters anymore. This Mountain King is cleaning house. Here's the potion. Another hammer to the head of the Spirit Walker. 46 supply. He's trying his very, very best to get the towers up, but they don't do that much damage, do they? Against the breakers, what is piercing damage against breakers? Really not much. And what now? It's only the heroes. They are running out of mana. What can Kiwi possibly do?
Oh, I don't think he can do much at all. He's got no more heal waves. He's going to be forced to town portal soon. There's a Bolt in 1 mana. And then CrunCher with a 58 supply now is going to hold. GG will be called, and CrunCher goes through to the Grand Finals.